welcome back. The pain of divorce brings up a lot of questions like, where do I go from here? How am I going to make ends meet? And what happens to the house? Well, luckily there is help for those women going through the challenges of untying the knot while providing some new hope for them for a new beginning. And here to tell us about the Second Saturday Divorce Workshop are Doug Donald and Jenny Scott. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yes. Well, Doug, you were just telling me how this workshop is something that has existed for years across the country, but this is the first time it's coming here to Kentucky.
Yeah, we're the only ones in the state of Kentucky, in centralized Kentucky. It will be held at Keller Williams, Greater Lexington, just around the corner on Rosebud Road off Sir Barton Way.
Okay. Wonderful. And this is coming up next month, Saturday, August 13th, so you can mark your calendar. But Jenny, I'm interested to know why just for women? Why are we doing this workshop targeted towards women? There must be special things that they encounter or are faced up against.
Sure, Lauren. Second Saturday through wife.org is an organization, nonprofit organization that was formed 27 years ago by two women who had gone through divorces.
Yeah.
And they really felt like there just wasn't enough information out there for women to learn about navigating the potential pitfalls of divorce.
Sure.
And so now we are in have 130 workshops across the United States. We're the only workshop in Kentucky. So we're really excited to bring this. We think it's going to be an invaluable resource for Central Kentuckians. And so that's why it started gearing towards women. We're hoping in 2017 we can bring in a second chapter for men.
Yes.
But you know, we're going to have 5 different experts there to talk about the legal, the psychological, and the financial aspects of divorce. We feel like money and children are 2 big emotional factors that come into play quite often. And I like Second Saturday because they stress exactly what I have been preaching to my clients for years, which is if you let your emotions dictate your decisions, you're probably going to end up with mistakes that could follow you for years. So what we're trying to do is get as much information in the hands of these women. And sometimes people come to us even in the middle of a divorce, and that's fine too. But people who are contemplating a divorce, you know, also will benefit from this. We've been featured at MSNBC, CNN, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Oprah Magazine, Fortune Magazine. This organization has been around for a really long time. But we're super excited about the team that Doug has assembled. Doug's the one who brought this.
So tell us about all the different aspects that are going to be covered.
The attorney right here. I'm a certified divorce financial analyst, CPA, and financial planner. We have a real estate specialist. We have a mortgage specialist. We just got 2 therapists on board. We covered all the gamuts of the emotional, the financial, and the legal issues with all these professionals. It's one place shop. You learn everything. Right.
And this information can be empowering when you are trying to go through a time that may be clouded by emotion. This is knowledge that's going to help you make sound decisions. And just some of the points covered in the workshop, we've got there on the screen for you. You're going to try to avoid court by going through mediation if possible. You mentioned this, not mixing your money with your emotions, right, Jenny?
That's correct.
Except that you may have to sell your marital home. So that's where the real estate person comes in to kind of
That's a hard issue for women in general. I've seen in the last 21 years in my practice that women especially have a hard time deciding to part with that home. And we're going to have Jennifer Neal of Keller Williams. She's the principal broker, and she's a certified divorce realtor, which is, I think she's the only one of her kind locally. And so she can talk to about those aspects, but Miranda Marston with Stockton Mortgage also has a certification in divorce lending. So we all deal with divorce every day, and we just feel like the more information you have, the less costly your divorce is going to be, and the less stress you're going to have through the divorce.
Which is so huge. It's a great gravity to be lifted off of the shoulders there because it's already a very trying time. Okay, so it's happening again next month. Mark your calendars for Saturday, August 13th. And whether you're just considering divorce or already in the process of going through it, you're more than welcome. And I believe you get a discount if you sign up early, right?
Yes, Central Kentucky, secondsaturday.com. You can go on there to to learn how to pre-register, and also it gives you more details on all the presenters that are going to be there and exactly where it's going to be. It's in Pamberg Pavilion in the white building that says Midway College.
Okay.
But it's the Keller Williams on the 3rd floor, and we just think this is going to be really, really helpful.
Well, wonderful. Thank you guys so much for coming in and
Thank you very
letting us
much.
know about this and
Thank
empowering
you.
women here in Central Kentucky. We appreciate that.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.
Of course. And we're back with more for you coming up right after this.